Good morning, guys. How we doing? It's a beautiful Thursday. We're getting a new job started today, prepped. We, at a minimum this year, are putting in a concrete pad for a hot tub. So that's gonna go here. These are marks, those ones, whatever. These white ones were what they originally thought they were going to do. They were originally going to have it at an angle. It all kind of funky and screwed up. But we're also going to get part of a walkway dug out, because they might do that this year. They might do it in the spring. We'll see. But basically, from this walkway or this patio, I got some marks here. We're gonna come out, go around, and go to those steps, and then tie into the pad for the hot tub. But we're gonna put another step to the right of that one. We'll rip these two bushes out, rip these bushes out. Basically all the boxwoods on this property are coming out because they don't like the smell. But yeah. So there's gonna be another step there, walkway that comes out, ties into the pad for the hot tub, and then continues around and ties in to this back patio. So yeah, we're gonna get everything dug out today. We're gonna get the form set for the patio, or for the pad. We are gonna get everything roughed in for the patio, but not screeded, obviously. The pad will then get poured tomorrow, and then we'll, by that point, kind of know, or hopefully know, if this patio is going to get done, and then we can probably move forward with that. We are renting a concrete mixer, a mud mixer, for the pad. It does, they say it does roughly 40 bags an hour. It's roughly 80 bags. So you can't get a truck back here. So, and then obviously it's not going to be worth it to rent like a pump. So we're gonna get that. I got the concrete got picked up today. Tom's got wood, or as he said, he got bored. But yeah, let's start digging and see what we run into. Alright guys, I just recorded this clip and the camera got super dark for some reason. But it is now 1:30. I saw you guys at like 10 something. This corner is almost done. Got to hand dig that. I didn't want to catch this wire, this irrigation, so we got to finish that. Now that's all dug out. Got to dig out a little bit more under the excavator. And then this part is mostly done. This pipe was moved from here to there. Electrician was incorrect with where it was. Didn't look at the plans. always look at the plans. If the plans are wrong, the plans are wrong. If you're wrong, and the plans are correct. So look at the plans. Move that. Got that is the corner of the pad that's marked out. There's another one on the other side. So, gotta get rid of this. Get rid of this. Dig out a little bit more of the excavator. Up there, there's a pipe that needs to be fixed. Let's keep digging. All right, guys, you died before that last clip ended, but sorry. Tom's going to dump the truck. Well, he's going to dump the truck. I just have this little last bit to dig out, and then I'm going to get all of my markings and everything for in here. Make sure that I am wide enough to be able to deal with forms and stuff, which it looks like I probably need to come out a little bit on this side. But yeah, we got like probably 2 buckets worth of material to take out of here. There's gonna be some to take out over there, but that we'll deal with later because we have hand work to do in there, and we don't want to dig all that out until we're starting to screed over there because it's all that's holding some of those pavers in. So it's basically just from right here to there to dig out, and then whatever I might have to touch up here. But yeah, I know that I am good that way. Obviously I have plenty of space this way. I know that I'm good that way because this is the edge, this mark. So probably somewhere around there. So like clean this up by hand, but it's really just to get forms in. And then that, basically where this like white spray paint is actually the same height as the patio over there that we're gonna be tying into. And so we'll have a little bit of loam work to do like in this corner, and then obviously whatever touching up over here with the walkway. But basically concrete height is gonna be basically that corner height, because that's the highest point. So we can work with that. We'll fade around this corner. We'll work into whatever here, and then for the walkway, obviously we're gonna have to tie into that step, so we'll fix all that stuff when we get to it. But I am going to move the machine a little bit and then get measuring on this and make sure that I am good. And then should be able to compact. This irrigation line is going to get taken out because it comes over that one that's spray painted. The head that's there, that's the only head that's on it. Or the only head that comes this way. So that'll get capped over there. So that'll be easy. But yeah, let's get marking. All right, so where is my tape measure? So I got some plans that I kind of drew up. Which are here. So basically we got this 90 inches is 90 inches off this fence this way towards us. Then this 89 inches is the width of the unit, but we're gonna make it 101, so it's a foot wider in total. And then this 110 is the width, is the height of the unit, but we're gonna go 122. So I gotta be 101 by 122. And then I have it dug out, you know, an extra 8 inches or so, so that we can do the forms and everything. But I left this corner because this I wanted to be my constant. So let me double check. So I got 90 inches, and then this is, it's kind of hard to explain, but this pipe, because we're 6 inches in from the concrete, then on the plans, this pipe has to be in a specific spot inside the unit. So it's got to be 34 inches this way, and then 9 inches in this way, but then obviously plus 6 inches of the pad. So like this has to be 15 inches from the edge of the pad, and then 40 inches. So I just want to mark that and then verify. So actually this is a little off. So I need to be there. So I feel like this pipe moved on me because I like triple checked this before and somehow I'm off by a few inches. Which isn't good. I mean, it's not a big deal. I can trim this back some. But All right, so, oh no. Oh, I did this wrong. This is 90 inches. And then this pipe is 34 inches from there because this is already accounting, yeah. This is already accounting the pad and everything. So, because that is the edge of, that's the edge of the pad. So I just, was just off for a second. So, okay. So that's good. So now from that corner I need to be 101. Okay, 101. Okay, now go to this side. So this I need to be 122. Which is there. Okay. Now measure 90. So this corner I have to dig out a little more. And that looks pretty good to me. Covered up my dot too well. Okay. So I'm gonna do some math. Do the Pythagorean theorem to do this times this to get that, and then opposite square off so that I know I'm good because I have constant measurements. So I know my measurement off the fence is 90 inches to the edge of the pad and then 122. So I have a constant measurement, and then, or 101. And then I know the measurement from that to this is, I think, 212 it was. So then I could use that constant measurement to get this and everything. So I have a way to square off pretty easy, but just make sure we're good. You know, they always say you don't do math, and then somehow you do end up doing math. But this is easy. All right, guys, that was pretty easy. So I just did, once I can get some stakes in the ground to get stuff more permanent, but I just did Pythagorean theorem. So I just used Google. So 101 squared, hold on. Yeah, 101 squared plus 122 squared. Take the cube, the square root of that, you get 158.38. 0.38 is close enough to 375, which is 3/8. So 158 inches, 3/8. And that is basically perfect. This is like a ½ inch, less than a ½ inch off. So that is close enough for me right now where we can get forms down and move them a little bit. But that's pretty good. So gotta kind of just clean this up a little bit, obviously dig the rest of that out, and then when Tom gets back, I'll have him take a shovel and clean this edge up a little bit. And yeah, we'll go from there. So all right, you guys, good morning. Day 2 here, Friday. Just Tom and I right now. We have the pad perfect, compacted. I have my boards cut on that side. So when you guys are doing forms, you got to remember to account for the thickness of the board. So like these are the long side. These are exactly 122. Those are the short side, which is 101. But these boards are 1.5 inches thick. I'm going to screw into the ends of those into the end grain of this. So those have to account for that extra thickness of basically the extra length that I need to screw through those into these. So these are 104 because it's 1.5 inches on each side. So you're adding 3 inches. So you guys got to remember little things like that, which I know because of RR Builders. If you guys don't know RR Builders, Kyle, he is an amazing channel. He's got really good videos, really high quality stuff. He's super knowledgeable, explains stuff really well, easy to follow, great work. So you guys should go watch him. But he does like pole barns and like that kind of stuff. And I've learned a lot from him. So that's something that I've learned from him, is you always got to account for the thickness of the board, because if I didn't, then I would be 3 inches short on my sides, which I don't want to be. So we're going to get our forms screwed together, and then we are going to put some stakes in the ground, get everything set with the laser, and make sure that everything is level and whatnot. And then Travis is coming with the mud mixer. We got the cement on the trailer, so we'll get that stuff pulled over here afterwards. But let's get some boards put together. All right, guys, so you just saw Tom and I put the forms together, get them staked, get it all leveled. That corner needs to go down a hair. It's not quite perfectly level going across. This board's perfect. This one and that one are a little high in these corners because this board is just a touch high. So what we're gonna do is get the compactor out of the way, and I'm gonna just take a couple scoops of material in here, fill in those two corners so that we can start pouring concrete when Trav gets here instead of running to go get 3/4 or something, because this is good gravel base. This stuff's actually perfect. It packs super nice. So I'm gonna start slinging some stuff in there. Tom's gonna rake it out, get it tamped. Then we're gonna compact it, and then we will hit that corner down a hair and get it perfectly level. And then Travis will be here with the thing soon, and then we can start pouring concrete. So let's go. All right, guys, so you died when I was compacting, but pad's good. We're built up everywhere where we need to. Outside, everything's screwed, good to go. And the toy of the day that showed up, mud mixer. Seems like it's a pretty cool little thing. So get to try it out, see how it all works. All right, guys, we're done pouring the pad. It's super windy, as you guys can tell, and so we keep getting leaves in the pad. Travis is going to get trowels, and we're gonna let this kind of tackify up some so that we can trowel the edges and the around the conduit and everything, and pull leaves and stuff up as we go. So we're just kind of taking lunch now. It's 12:30. So we started mixing at like 9:45. We finished at, I'd say right around noon, and then we went and we screed it over, and we got the mixer cleaned off and everything, and kind of moved stuff around and whatnot. We used 73 bags, I think, so not too bad. But yeah, I mean, we're gonna get this smoothed off with trowels and stuff later, and then see what else we can do. Start bringing in the gravel or something for the walkway, but we'll see with timing and everything. All right, guys, we're looking pretty good here. We have some pine needles in the pad still, but it's definitely getting pretty tacky, hardening up for sure. We're just kind of picking up now, just kind of keeping an eye for any leaves and stuff. We're trying to take like clumps of pine needles off as they land. But what's nice about this is that because of the hot tub, you're only going to have roughly 6 inches all the way around that is exposed. So yes, we want it to be as close to perfect as we can, but if the center has a couple prints or whatever in it, it's not the biggest deal, because you're never going to see it once the hot tub is on there. So yeah, we are just packing up and cleaning up and see what we do the rest of the day.